a series of events in the life of Charles Mitchell. This is a story about African American slavery. Before the beginning of the American Civil War, descendants of Africans who were captured for slavery remained enslaved even over 250 years. You've heard about slavery in Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Louisiana, even up the eastern seaboard. But did you know there was slavery in the Pacific Northwest? The story of Charles Mitchell is one such example. Charles Mitchell, having been passed from his owner to her relative, became the property of James Tilton, who was appointed Washington's first Surveyor General. In 1853, James Tilton brought Charles Mitchell, age 7, to Washington. They settled in Olympia. The fact that Washington was free soil had no bearing. Charles Mitchell was set to remain a slave for the rest of his life, or until his owner decided otherwise. My presentation tells the story of how Charles Mitchell was approached with the idea of freedom. He could escape to freedom. I'll tell you of his journey from Olympia. We'll examine the obstacles he encountered. His attempted escape almost resulted in an international incident between the United States and Canada, one of our closest and friendliest neighbors. But instead of a war, the incident resulted in a court case. I'll tell you what happened in the Charles Mitchell case. I'll also review 2 other cases that had bearing on the Mitchell case, one that occurred in London and one that occurred here in the United States, the Dred Scott case. How did these cases affect Charles Mitchell? How was the incident between the nations resolved? How did people in the Pacific Northwest feel about slavery, and who were these people that populated Washington? What happened to Charles Mitchell? For the rest of the story, to book my presentation, contact me. I'm Eva M. Abram. My email is rainwaterstorytelling@yahoo.com.